Dear student, good morning. Today's topics are glucose and fructose. So let me start the topic, and first we start the glucose. Glucose is present in sweet fruits and honey. It is also known as grape sugar. So how can we prepare the glucose? Glucose is prepared by the sucrose, known as a commonly as a cane sugar. Sucrose is boiled with dilute hydrogen chloride or dilute sulfuric acid in alcoholic solutions. Means they have, if we mix the some 2 to 3 drops of any alcohol, so the medium is made alcoholic solution. So the sucrose, which is a disaccharide, on hydrolysis they give the two units. The first one unit is glucose and second one unit is fructose. In a previous section we have discussed about the disaccharide, which are with the two monosaccharide unit known as a disaccharide. So sucrose is a disaccharide in this case. The second preparation is from starch. This process glucose produced chemically. In this process, starch boiled with dilute sulfuric acid at 393 Kelvin temperature and under pressure of 2 to 3 atmospheric pressure. Means we increase the atmospheric pressure and also increase the temperature. So on a hydrolysis, starch is become into the glucose. So they are giving a large number of monosaccharide units. So we using the number n belongs to the when the number of units is higher. Student, what are the structure of glucose? So you have seen on your display. It's considered as a aldohexose because glucose has a carbon 6 atoms and they have a function group aldehyde. So one aldehyde group is contained by the glucose and 2 degree alcoholic group and 1 degree alcoholic group CH2OH. So the glucose is an aldohexose, also known as dextrose. It is monomer of many larger carbohydrates, for example starch, glycogen. It's a big saccharides and considered in a polysaccharide condition. So all the carbohydrates in a larger contain a unit which is known as a glucose. So glucose is the constituents of many types of a polysaccharide. It has one aldehyde group, one primary alcoholic group which is known as CH2OH and 4 secondary alcoholic group which is known as CHOH. So molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So easily you learn the aldehydic form is in the upper side, the 2 degree alcoholic group in the middle side and 1 degree alcoholic group in the bottom side. Student, our next topic is the chemical reactions of glucose. So first reaction is straight chain structure, which is prove the glucose has straight chain structure, means all the carbon atoms in a straight form. So when glucose boiled with red phosphorus and hydrogen iodide, they become into the normal hexane form, means CH3, CH2, 4 CH3. It proved that a glucose has a straight chain structure. Formation of an hexane suggests that all the 6 carbon atoms in glucose are arranged in straight chain structure of glucose. So when we prove the glucose has a straight chain structure, so this reaction is given. The second reaction is presence of 5-hydroxyl group. When glucose is boiled with acetic anhydride in the presence of a catalyst which is known as zinc chloride, so become into the, they form the two product. First one is a glucose pentaacetate and second one form ethanoic acid. So by this reaction the glucose is proved. The glucose pentaacid indicate presence of 5-hydroxyl group in glucose. So this reaction is proved to the hydroxyl group. The third reaction is presence of an aldehyde group. So these reaction is divided into the two parts. The first is reaction with hydrogen cyanide, HCN. So when the glucose is boiled with hydrogen cyanide, so upper side aldehyde make a cyanohydrins, means CH, join the OH and CN, cyanide also. So they form a product which is known as glucose cyanohydride. So like aldehyde, glucose react with hydrogen cyanide forming cyanohydrides. So it proved the glucose has an aldehyde group. The second reaction is reaction with hydroxylamine, NH2OH. So when the glucose is boiled with hydroxylamine, so they form a glucose oxime and they give the molecules of water. These two reactions are proved the glucose has aldehyde group. So this reaction indicates the glucose contain carbonyl group, which is known as C double bond O. So carbonyl group and aldehyde group, this reaction is proved in a glucose case. The fourth reaction is known as an oxidation of glucose. This reaction divided into the two oxidizing agent. First one known as a mild oxidizing agent, for example bromine water, and second one case we use the strong oxidizing agent, nitric acid. In the first reaction, when we use the mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, so the upper side aldehyde group is broke and they become into the CHOH. So the product is formed gluconic acid. So the formation of gluconic acid is show the oxidation reaction of a glucose when the mild oxidizing agent is used. But in a case of a strong oxidizing agent like nitric acid, so the upper and bottom, upper side aldehyde group and bottom side primary alcoholic group, both are break and they become into the COOH. So this type of a product are formed, which is known as saccharic acid and gluconic acid. So these four reactions are belong to the glucose. In the first reaction, easily straight chain reaction, which is proved the glucose has straight chain structure. Second one, show the hydroxyl group presentation, which is reaction known as acetylation, reaction with acetic anhydride. Third reaction, presence of aldehyde group. This reaction divided into the two part, reaction of with hydrogen cyanide and reaction with hydroxylamine. And fourth type reaction is also divided into the two part by the mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, gluconic acid is formed, and second when the strong oxidizing agent like nitric acid we are used, so the saccharic acid is formed. So saccharic acid and gluconic acid both are formed in this case. Student, but the structure of glucose is studied by the cyclic structure. So what are the reasons that we study the cyclic structure, not the straight chain structure? So first reason is, despite having an aldehyde group, glucose does not undergo certain characteristic reaction of aldehyde. For example, glucose does not react with sodium bisulfite, means NaSO3, to form addition product. And second cause is glucose does not react with ammonia. And third, glucose does not give shifts and 2,4-DNP, means dinitrophenyl test, like other aldehyde. So these are some reasons. If the glucose has a straight chain structure of aldehyde group, so they are given these above reactions, but they are not given. It means the glucose has cyclic structure and the aldehyde is formed by the cyclic bond. Second is glucose react with hydroxylamine, means NH2S, to form an oxime, but glucose pentacetate does not react with hydroxylamines. This so aldehyde group not present in glucose pentacetate. So these are two big reasons which are proved the need to study of cyclic structure of a glucose. So according to this, in NCERT book, the in text 14.3 question are totally belong of this. The question is, how do you explain the absence of aldehyde group in the pentacetate of D-glucose? So glucose pentacetate does not react with hydroxylamine, means NH2OH, This shows CHO group does not present in glucose pentacetate. So student, the third reason for need to study of cyclic structure is the D-glucose exists in two stereoisomeric form. First one known as alpha D-glucose and beta D-glucose. Both forms are crystalline in nature and different melting points. Means alpha D-glucose melting point is 419 Kelvin, where beta D-glucose boiling point is 423 Kelvin, and they also have the optical rotation. Means if we by the help of a cyclic structure we can easily divide their optical rotation, and a case which is known as mutual rotation. The two forms of glucose means alpha D glucose and beta D glucose dissolve in water and allowed to stand. These get slowly converted into the other form, and an equilibrium mixture of both alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are formed. So alpha D glucose 36% form the equilibrium with beta D glucose, which have 64%. So alpha D glucose has a specific rotation of 111 degree, while beta D glucose has a specific rotation of 19.2 degree in a positive case. Means they can rotate the polarized light into the clockwise direction. So plus sign is indicated when the polarized light is moving in the clockwise direction. So alpha D glucose is divert more quantity, means 111 degree comparison than beta D glucose, which is only 19.2 degree. So this is spontaneous change in specific rotation of an optically active compound with time to an equilibrium value is called mutual rotation. Means Latin mutuo means change. So the change in the rotation of, in a case of glucose, known as a mutual rotation. Alpha D glucose 111 degree. Open chain when they form, so specific rotation is 52.5 degree in a equilibrium mixture. When the alpha D glucose convert into beta D glucose and beta D glucose become into the alpha D glucose, so they give the specific rotation of 52.5 degree in a positive case. And you know beta D glucose has a specific rotation of 19.2 degree. So for this topic, the NCERT question 14.10 also belong in this case. And enumerate the reactions of D glucose which cannot be explained by its open chain structure. So by the point of 4 mutual rotation you can easily explain this type of a question. So student, easily clear by this point, the glucose is optically active and they have a 2 unit, alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. So by this point we can study the cyclic structure of a glucose. So we can study the cyclic structure of glucose. Anomers means pairs of optical isomers. In a case of glucose, this is alpha D glucose and beta D glucose, which differ in configuration only around carbon 1 atom, means C1 atom. So example, in glucose, hydroxyl group left hand side, and beta D glucose hydroxyl group belong to the right hand side. Alpha D glucose, these two forms are not mirror image of each other and hence are not enantiomers. The carbon 1 atom is known as anomeric carbon or glycosidic carbon. So this type of structure known as a Fischer projection formula you have seen. In alpha D glucose, the condition of all the hydroxyl group and only the carbon 1 atom has the oxygen atom shared by the carbon 5 atom form the equilibrium in an open chain form. The carbon is attached by the, in a first position the oxygen is double bond form, and for fifth position the CH-OH bond is formed. And when the equilibrium is formed, it's a equilibrium condition, means optically mixture, and it's a beta D glucose form. So this type of known as a Fischer projection formula, but the standard formula is known as Peyronov structure. The Haber projection formula or Peyronov structure, the structure of alpha D glucose and beta D glucose may be drawn in a simple 6-member ring called Peyronov, means the 6 number of carbon atoms in a ring, These resembles pyran, which is a 6-membered heterocyclic ring containing 5 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So you can easily study by the pyranoid structure in a condition of 1 CHOH, 2 is also CHOH, and third condition, 4th, 5th and 6th, and this point is oxygen attached. So by the pyranoid structure you can easily distinguish between them. In a first position, alpha D glucose, hydrogen atom is a upper side, but in a beta D glucose the hydrogen atom in a bottom side. So only the hydroxyl group is rotate in a alpha D glucose in a bottom side and beta D glucose in an upper side. So you can easily learn by the formula of pyranose. Only the first position of a carbon, which is known carbon 1 atom, the hydrogen atom is rotate. So student, the next topic is fructose. The formula of fructose is also similar to the glucose, C6H12O6, but the structure are different. So fructose is present in fruits and called fruit sugar. In combined state, present in disaccharides, means sucrose, and polysaccharide, insulin. So how can we prepare the fructose? So by the cane sugar on the form of hydrolysis in the presence of dilute H2SO4, so D-fructose and D-glucose, the unit is formed. Solution having equal molecules of D-glucose and D-fructose, and this mixture is known as invert sugar. So invert sugar means they have unit of D-fructose and D-glucose. So the cyclic structure of fructose is a 5-member ring is named as a furanose. Furan has cyclic compound which has 4 carbon atoms in a ring and 1 oxygen atom in a ring. So this is a furan. This is a alpha D fructofuranose structure. Howard projection formula. It's a beta D fructofuranose structure, also a Howard projection formula. So we can easily study by the cyclic structure, which is of this. In alpha D glucose, the carbon 1 atom, the CH2OH is on the upper side, but in a beta D fructose, the CH2OH primary alcoholic group on the bottom side. So you can easily see in a first condition the primary alcoholic group in a alpha D fructose is on the upper side and carbon 1 atom is derotated and CH2OH found on the bottom side. So student,